Breaking news is rocking the NFL world, and Pittsburgh Steelers fans are buzzing with excitement, speculation, and more than a little disbelief. Sources are reporting that the Steelers are poised to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, one of the most versatile and explosive defensive backs in the league today. If this deal goes through, it could completely reshape the Steelers' defensive identity and make a statement to the entire NFL. Pittsburgh is not messing around this offseason. Gardner-Johnson is a player who combines elite athleticism, hard-hitting physicality, and remarkable football IQ, and adding him to the roster could immediately elevate a Steelers defense that has been searching for a spark. For those who have followed Gardner-Johnson's career closely, it's clear why the Steelers are so eager to get him. He has proven himself to be an adaptable player, capable of playing both safety and cornerback at a high level, while also excelling in special teams. His aggressive style of play, paired with his ability to read offenses and anticipate plays, makes him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Imagine the impact of a player like Gardner-Johnson patrolling the secondary in Heinz Field, making bone-jarring tackles, forcing turnovers, and creating opportunities for the Steelers' offense to capitalize on. His arrival could not only strengthen the defense, but also inspire a culture shift within the locker room, sending a message to both veterans and young players that Pittsburgh is serious about contending for the playoffs. This move is particularly intriguing when you consider the state of the Steelers' defense over the past few seasons. While the team has had flashes of brilliance, there have been ongoing concerns about consistency, communication, and the ability to shut down elite passing attacks. Adding a dynamic player like Gardner-Johnson addresses multiple issues at once. He's the kind of player who can cover tight ends, shadow slot receivers, or provide run support, giving defensive coordinators the flexibility to scheme more creatively. In a division stacked with quarterbacks who can pick defenses apart, having someone with Gardner-Johnson's versatility could be exactly what Pittsburgh needs to compete at the highest level week in and week out. The timing of this potential signing is also critical. The NFL offseason is a high-stakes chess match, with teams constantly maneuvering to improve their rosters before the draft and free agencies shake things up. Steelers general manager Omar Khan and head coach Mike Tomlin have made no secret of their desire to retool and reload this roster, and targeting Gardner-Johnson shows a willingness to invest in proven talent rather than take a purely developmental approach. It's a bold statement. The Steelers are aiming to compete immediately, and they're willing to make big moves to do it. Fans on social media are already exploding with reactions to the news. Some are ecstatic, pointing to Gardner-Johnson's ability to create game-changing plays and the kind of intensity he brings to the field. Others are cautiously optimistic, wondering about salary cap implications, fit within the current defensive scheme, and how he will gel with established stars like TJ Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Yet even skeptics have to acknowledge one thing. The mere possibility of Gardner-Johnson in a Steelers uniform changes the conversation entirely. Suddenly, the team's defensive potential feels far less like a question mark and more like a looming threat to the rest of the AFC. One of the most exciting aspects of this potential signing is how Gardner-Johnson could impact the Steelers' younger players. Pittsburgh has been investing heavily in developing young defensive talent over the last few drafts, and having a seasoned, high-level professional like Gardner-Johnson alongside them could accelerate their growth exponentially. Young corners, safeties, and linebackers will now have the chance to learn from one of the league's most intelligent and instinctive defensive backs. His presence can elevate the entire defense, not just through his own play, but through mentorship and leadership, qualities that aren't always measured in stats, but are invaluable over a grueling 17-game NFL season. It's also worth noting how this signing could affect Pittsburgh's defensive strategy. With Gardner-Johnson's ability to cover multiple positions, defensive coordinator Teryl Austin suddenly has more flexibility to disguise coverages, rotate personnel, and apply pressure in ways that keep offenses guessing. The Steelers could line him up in the slot one play, at safety the next, or even use him as a roaming enforcer who reads and reacts to the quarterback. This kind of unpredictability is exactly what teams need to disrupt modern pass-heavy offenses, and it could finally give Pittsburgh the edge in close games that has sometimes been missing in recent seasons. From a historical perspective, the Steelers have always been known for their hard-nosed, blue-collar defense, a philosophy that has brought them multiple Super Bowl titles over the decades. Adding a player like Gardner-Johnson is a nod to that tradition, while also embracing the evolution of the game. The NFL is faster and more versatile than ever, and the most successful defenses are those that can adapt quickly. Gardner-Johnson embodies that modern defensive ethos: speed, versatility, aggression, and intelligence. If he officially signs, it won't just be a player acquisition. It will be a strategic statement about the Steelers' commitment to building a defense that can dominate in today's league.
There are also exciting implications for the Steelers' special teams. Gardner-Johnson has been an impactful contributor in kick coverage and returns, and his addition could instantly improve the team's field position battle, a critical but often overlooked part of winning football games. Every yard matters, and having someone who can make a difference on special teams could lead to more scoring opportunities for the offense while keeping the defense fresher throughout the game.
It's a multiplier effect, one player improving multiple facets of the team, which is exactly the kind of move you want to see from a team aiming for a championship run. Of course, with every potential signing comes questions, and Gardner-Johnson is no exception. How will he fit into Pittsburgh's salary cap structure? Will he mesh with existing locker room personalities and coaching philosophies? Can he stay healthy in a division known for punishing physical play? These are valid concerns, but the potential upside seems to outweigh the risks. Gardner-Johnson has already proven that he can thrive in high-pressure environments, and if the Steelers' coaching staff can maximize his strengths, the team could see an immediate return on their investment in terms of wins, defensive dominance, and fan excitement. It's also important to consider the psychological impact of this move on the rest of the NFL. Teams in the AFC North and beyond will have to take notice. The Bengals, Ravens, and Browns are all formidable, but adding Gardner-Johnson gives the Steelers a player capable of tipping the scales in tightly contested matchups. Suddenly, quarterbacks have to worry about an aggressive defender who can cover multiple zones, disrupt timing, and create turnovers. It's the kind of intangible advantage that can change the outcome of games and ultimately playoff positioning. For Steelers fans, this news is a mix of adrenaline, hope, and pure excitement. Imagine walking into the first game of the season and seeing Gardner-Johnson patrolling the secondary, hitting hard and making plays that swing momentum in Pittsburgh's favor. The roar of the home crowd at Heinz Field would reach new heights, and the energy around the team could reach a fever pitch. It's the kind of move that reignites fan passion and sets the tone for a season full of possibilities. The media frenzy surrounding this potential signing is only going to grow. Analysts, reporters, and insiders will dissect every angle: the financial details, the scheme fit, Gardner-Johnson's career trajectory, and what this means for Pittsburgh's playoff aspirations. Social media discussions are already trending, with fans debating scenarios, matchups, and how this could change the Steelers' standing in the AFC. In the NFL, perception can be nearly as important as reality, and simply showing that Pittsburgh is willing to pursue top-tier talent sends a powerful message to both fans and opponents alike. As we await official confirmation, one thing is certain: the Steelers' offseason just got a lot more interesting. Adding CJ Gardner-Johnson could very well be the catalyst that transforms this team from a contender into a legitimate championship threat. The blend of speed, intelligence, versatility, and leadership he brings is rare, and it aligns perfectly with the Steelers' long-term vision of building a dominant defense. Whether he becomes the face of a new defensive era or serves as a key piece in a larger puzzle, his presence alone changes the conversation entirely. In conclusion, if the Pittsburgh Steelers sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, it won't just be a typical free agent acquisition. It will be a game-changing, culture-shaping, and strategy-altering move that has the potential to define the franchise's trajectory for years to come. Steelers fans should be excited, optimistic, and ready for a defense that hits harder, moves faster, and plays smarter. This is the kind of news that gets the heart racing.